大学院工学系研究科原子力国際専攻秋季学位記授与式を行います。学位記授与者は氏名を呼ばれましたら松崎常務委員の前までお進みください。博士課程学位記授与者サイード・ジュバイヤーさん。
サイード・ジュバイヤー、学位期サイード・ジュバイヤー、本学大学院工学系研究科原子力国際専攻の博士課程において所定の単位を習得し、学位論文の審査及び最終試験に合格したことを認める。東京大学大学院工学系研究科長染谷隆夫、上記研究科長の認定により博士工学の学位を授ける。令和3年9月24日、東京大学総長藤井照夫。おめでとうございます。It is hereby attested that Saeed Shbayer has earned the necessary credits in the Graduate School of Engineering of this university, that the candidate has passed the final examination, and that the requested dissertation has been approved. Takao Somea, Dean. Upon the foregoing attestation, Saeed Shbayer has this day been duly conferred the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the field of nuclear engineering and management. Fujii Teruo, President. Congratulations.
森裕樹さん。
学位期森裕樹以下同文です。おめでとうございます。
修士課程学位記授与者チャン・ジンボさん。陽健さん。近藤祐介さん。
学位期近藤祐介。本学大学院工学系研究科原子力国際専攻の修士課程において所定の単位を習得し、学位論文の審査及び最終試験に合格したことを認める。東京大学大学院工学系研究科長染谷隆夫、上記研究科長の認定により修士工学の学位を授ける。令和3年9月24日、東京大学総長藤井照夫。おめでとうございます。
さん。
学位期半 E 以下同文です。おめでとうございます。It is hereby attested that Han E has earned the necessary credit in the Graduate School of Engineering of this university, that the candidate has passed the final examination, and that the required thesis has been approved. Somea Takao. Upon the foregoing attestation, Han E has this day been duly conferred the degree of Master of Engineering in the field of nuclear engineering and management. Fujii Teruo, President. Congratulations.
林光翔さん。
学域林光翔以下同文です。おめでとうございます。
劉慶さん。
学域劉慶以下同文です。おめでとうございます。
ワンレジさん。
学域ワンレジ以下同文です。おめでとうございます。
チェン・エドモンド・オリビエ・ユエさん。ガオ・ミンシュさん。
学域ガオ・ミンシュ以下同文です。おめでとうございます。
ギリデリム・アニル・チャンさん。
学域イルデリム・アニル・チャン以下同文です。おめでとうございます。
チャン・ジンボさん。
学域チャン・ジンボ以下同文です。おめでとうございます。
次に IAEA 原子力技術マネジメントプログラム修了証の授与を行います。授与者は氏名を呼ばれましたら松崎常務委員の前に
Certification of recognition. This is to acknowledge that Yildirim Anilcan has graduated from the IAEA INMA endorsed Master's Program of Nuclear Professional Management. Congratulations. Okay, congratulations everybody. So I really respect your achievement these years, and today is very fine sky, and like this sky, your future is all clear. And the nuclear engineering is a key technology in today's human common challenges, energy and environment. I believe you will perform actively done good achievement in the future, also in the future. So your way is various. So someone will continue to study, and someone will go to some company and other fields. So, but I hope your you will do well. So today, congratulations.
続きまして、石川専攻長より告示をいただきます。
So, dear students, congratulations on graduation and success for PhD and master degrees. The pity that your family and your friends cannot join here, but I'm sure that they are happy and proud of you. So, last 18 months, the COVID-19 has changed the world dramatically and forever. So I remember that on January 23rd last year, Wuhan was locked down. But on the very same day, in Switzerland, the Davos conference for the World Economic Forum was being held. Okay, they discussed, okay, the smartest people gathered from the world there and discussed climate change. Okay, climate change is an important subject, especially for nuclear engineering, but they didn't realize what is upcoming consequences of the pandemic. So even the smartest people cannot predict what happen next 18 months. So the world, the future is very difficult to predict, even the near future. And this can be seen also in the ranking of companies in terms of market capitalization. Right? But as you can imagine, this year's ranking is like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Facebook, Tencent, Tesla, Alibaba, TSMC, Berkshire Hathaway. But when I was at your age, Apple was at the risk of bankrupt, and Amazon, Facebook, Google didn't even exist. Okay? And even before that, when I was an undergraduate, most specifically 32 years ago, so before you were born, but the ranking was completely different. So among 10 top companies in the world, 6 were Japanese companies, 5 banks, and Nippon Telegraph and Telephone, NTT. And I had a feeling that this would continue forever, but I was wrong. And only 10 years later, no Japanese company in the top 10. And 10 years later, 2001, the top was General Electric, and then Johnson & Johnson. And 10 years later, 2011, so the top was ExxonMobil. Okay, Apple was already the second, also PetroChina, Royal Dutch Shell, and so on. And you may think that GAFA will dominate the world forever, but probably not. So in 10 years, the landscape of the world may change completely. So the world is changing so dramatically and rapidly. So in your career, I think you have to make many decisions. So I recommend you to make decisions not based on current trend, current fashion, current status, but based on what you want to do. So what you think is right, what you think is valuable, and what you think is necessary for our future. And whatever decision you will make, your PhD, your master from a department and from our university will be a great help, I'm sure. So, congratulations again, and I wish you all the best for your career in private life. Congratulations again, and thank you very much. for your attention.
修士課程学域授与者がいらっしゃいましたので、ここで学域授与を行わせていただきます。陽健さん。
学域要件、本学大学院工学系研究科原子力国際専攻の修士課程において所定の単位を習得し、学位論文の審査及び最終試験に合格したことを認める。東京大学大学院工学系研究科長染谷隆夫、上記研究課長の認定により修士工学の学位を授け、令和3年9月24日東京大学総長藤井輝夫、おめでとうございます。
I'm sorry, I forgot to say one thing, one important thing. So I'm afraid that you couldn't, especially international students, I'm afraid that you couldn't freely enjoy the Japanese culture last 18 months. So I'm so sorry about that. But please come back to Japan and please visit our university again. So we will always welcome you. Congratulations again. Thank you very much.
続きまして藤井教授より祝辞をいただきます。
I'm delighted to express my sincere congratulations on your successful completion of the courses in the Graduate School of the University of Tokyo. 10 years and a half have passed since the Great East Japan earthquake and the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant accident in March 2011. Japanese public opinion on the use of nuclear power plant is still so negative. Therefore, a very limited number of nuclear power plants have been restarted since the year of 2014, in which year all the nuclear power plants in Japan were shut down. This means that we are unfortunately still in a rather abnormal political situation. And the impact of nuclear power plant accidents has not yet been overcome for the last decade. So in such a circumstance, I think that some of you must have been asking yourself, from ethical point of view, the question of what to do as a graduate student of nuclear engineering of the most prestigious university in Japan. So I would like all of you to be aware that you are supposed to be going to take a stewardship role for the proper usage and the management of these awesomely powerful and sophisticated technologies of nuclear for the future. So by the way, the governments of many countries in the world have announced the carbon neutrality of the energy system by around the middle of this century. Considering energy security and economic efficiency, climate change issues, as well as safety, no one has reached the energy strategies that everyone can agree with. However, obviously, the fossil fuels are to be depleted in a century or so. And no one can guarantee that we will be able to fully depend on intermittent renewable energy sources such as solar and wind energies, even in the distant future. So to overcome such a difficult situation and to advance the frontier of civilization, it is now necessary to make courageous decisions that take certain risks at various levels from individual to governments. However, people living in the modern societies, especially in developed countries, may have been obsessed by the anxiety for so-called zero risk. It should be recognized that not only is it impossible to achieve zero risk, but over-orientation to that anxiety for zero risk can have various harmful psychiatric effects. So the anxiety for zero risk may be or must be one of the obstacles to the use of nuclear technologies in their societies. We need the wisdom to be afraid of risks properly to move forward. Unfortunately, there have been an obvious movement to aim for zero risk in many public policies, such as the recent measures against novel coronavirus. In other words, there are kinds of movements to abandon the individual freedom in order to ensure the perfect safety of the total society. Of course, the progress of this kind of movement seems to be depending on countries. Some countries have taken a draconian citywide lockdown and also the mandatory and conditional vaccinations for workers and students. I think such restrictive measures are unavoidable in order to save lives of people in a very urgent crisis. However, what should be remembered at the same time is that the history of humankind, especially in modern times, has been a history of courageous fighting for liberty and freedom. So whether we like it or not, this global pandemic crisis will inevitably deepen our critical thinking on the anxiety for zero risk. And therefore, it may have a great influence on the future public acceptance of nuclear technologies. So finally, I wish to reiterate my hearty congratulations to all of you and hope every success in your future. Through your life, no matter where you live in the world, I think you will never forget this very unique moment in the University of Tokyo. So congratulations on your graduation. Thank you for your attention.
以上をもちまして原子力国際専攻秋季学位記授与式を終了いたします。最後に写真撮影をいたします。 酒井先生、お願いいたします。